station, everybody, because we've got the great Herminio. Reyes Jr. is in the house. Good to see you, man.
What up? Happy new comic book day, everyone. How's it going? Whiplash Wednesday is in the house. This day is fantastic, awesome, like Christmas day, morning, whatever you want to call it, every week for us comic book fans. Love it. It's like Sheena said yesterday, it was like Christmas Eve for us, and then today it's Christmas yet again. Love it every week. I had a fantastic day so far. I have to catch all my buddies that I usually, watch and stuff. Whiplash Wednesday was going throughout the day. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I guess I don't have all my thumbnails here. I apologize, guys, but Nick Comic Culture, my man, he dropped 2 videos, his cadet video, and he dropped his haul video, which I gotta watch on the rewind. So if you guys didn't watch it, watch that on the rewind. They're always great, and it prepares you to what books you're gonna see on the Nick and Night during the weekend. And of course, I do have this thumbnail, cause my man TM Nerdy chatting with the community, chatting with the mayor of comics, my man Justin from No Good Comics. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait to watch that. I have to watch that on the rewind because today I was with my man. Everybody knows him. Everybody loves him. It's not the hashtag Play Phable show today, but my man Phable, we had a fantastic day together on New Comic Day, Whiplash Wednesday. I guess some of you guys saw what we did on Instagram. We got a little Midtown Comics thing going on too, and we got to put that together and probably show eventually that video soon. So tune into that. Can't wait. Big Herm Collectibles and our guy, the fabulous one, Phable. Fantastic, fun day. Had a freaking blast. I know a man Missing Link and Brandon from Comickings had their show too. I didn't get to really download any of that stuff here, but I'll have that. Make sure I have that for the next show. But Whiplash Wednesdays, of course, I have the lineup always here. You know what I'm saying? Chamorro Cinema has another show too tonight. You know what I'm saying, my man? Where are the braids to the Chamorro Cinema show? So all that fantastic. Love Whiplash Wednesday. Hope you guys are having fun. Today, me and Sam, I might as well bring my partner in crime up in here. You know what I'm saying? Because this is my dude right here. My man Sam Mephisto. Yo, what's up, bro?
Bam. Hey, have I got a magic day for you? Oh, yeah. Woo.
Yes. So, Sam, what are we going to talk about today on the YouTube team-up show?
I'm going to talk about Spider-Man One More Day.
One more day. I
just want one more day with you.
One more day to come back. Oh, no. We got to work on our songs together because that wasn't very good. But how's your day? How's your day been?
It's been pretty good. Yeah. Pretty good. I didn't get to see Bueller. I don't know. He's missing in action or something. I don't know what's happening. But I got my book.
That?
I don't know.
Come on, Bueller. Get your stuff together, Bueller. No, stop.
Got my books.
You got your books, though. Nice.
Yeah, got my books.
Nice.
Maybe went a little crazy on certain things.
Maybe some
we'll
DC
talk about that later.
Or some indie. We'll talk about it later. We got books to talk about right now, but yes, we'll do a little show and tell. Go ahead, Sam.
Okay, go ahead. Oh no, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say we'll do a little show and tell. I don't have much to show because I just got home and all that with the big adventures. I went to get my books after that. So but Sam, he's my hero, baby. You can be. He has a haul to show. You know, nice show and tell later after we get our books. Thank you. Thank you.
Good. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
So yes, like I was saying, I had a lot of fun today. We went to Manhattan with Phable. I went to Manhattan with Phable. We had a blast over there. We got to see TM Nerdy with the mayor of comics, you know, Justin, which I'm gonna be on his show. I don't have the thumbnail. He gave me a thumbnail. We created one because we didn't know when we would give. But this Saturday night, I'm gonna be on the Comic Collectors Origin Show at 2 o'clock Saturday night, October 16th. He's gonna have me up in there. So, you know, I guess this is the week of the mayor because he's on TM show and now he's on my show. No, I'm in his show. He's
making the rounds. He's making the rounds.
Making the rounds, and that night I'm gonna be on the Spine Ticks with my man Phable. You know what I'm saying? Missing Link. TM Nader's gonna be there. We're gonna be on Spine Tech, the all nighter right there. I'm gearing up, worked out. We're like to go out all night on Spine Ticks. Let's go. I'm ready for that. You know what I'm saying? But we'll talk more about that another time. And there's also a pop-up show maybe with another team up, maybe with the Fabulous One. Who knows? We gotta talk about that maybe tomorrow. Stay tuned, people. That might be an awesome show where you can show our hauls and stuff like that. But enough with the plug-in, because it's time. It's time to go to the chats.
Yeah.
So, yeah, how about those guys? You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, guys. And then, of course, my tripod wants to fall apart right now.
Oh, come on,
everything
baby.
fall apart. Come on, tripod. Come on.
Come on. This is not the time for this, man. Come on.
Yeah, because the chats are like, come on, you forgot about us? You forgot about us? Nah, we never. Because my man, Comickings, Brandon, awesome interview he did. And all that. He always does some awesome interviews. He's the interview man of the Backlot Bros. What is that? Do you know what that is? Because I don't know what that is.
I don't know.
Yeah, I got my Rands. Yeah, see? He asked me if I gave him his Rands before this show, and I was like, man, you could have let me surprise you, bro. You could have let me surprise you. So I got him his Rands. Eric, the Stash, tailgating earlier. Station, my man, that's a busy man. The Stash, yes, the Stash, man. I don't have mine anymore, but yeah. Comic book therapy, bro. He went on. He sent Phable some awesome Transformer toys from back in the day, Optimus Prime, Ultra Magnus, and all that. And that was just awesome. Like I was. Everybody was cutting onions that day for some reason. I don't know what the heck was going on that day, but
man, those onions, they never run out, do they? Yeah.
They never run out, man. It's just like a limited supply, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Missing Link, my man, my other brother, Station, bro. Thanks for joining. Nick, comic culture. Do anything fun today, Herm? Do I show it? Do I show it my excitement? Yeah, man. Who else is up in here? Dark Timo, Station, my man, Station. I always appreciate anybody who's been here. And of course, the man of the hour right here, the fabulous one. You know what I'm saying? Phable Station had so much fun with you, bro. That was awesome. We got to do that again. You know what I mean? I think the masses demands it. You know, one more day. You know, like we're covering today. One more day. Literally one more day. You know what I'm saying?
That wasn't the first time you guys hung out, right?
That was the very first time we hung out face to face. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I thought you guys had gone to like a wrestling event or something together.
No, we have, but we didn't know each other yet. It was literally, what was it, 3 years ago or something like that, on Monday Night Raw. It's right before we knew each other. You know, literally, we were in the same building, but we didn't know. We could have crossed paths and everything. You know what I'm saying? We wouldn't know. Yeah. But we went to the same Raw, September 10th, I think it was, 2018, and it was phenomenal night. I'm gonna sit down. Hopefully, Peacock has that episode. I'm gonna sit down and watch that again because that night was awesome. Had an
It
awesome
was
time. Our first time
phenomenal.
was phenomenal. So yeah, Sam. He says hi to Sam. You too. Um,
Hey, what's up?
Maria says happy everyone station. Oh, hey everyone station. Where did I get happy from? Yeah.
It could
So
be a
happy.
hey. Yeah.
Happy and hey. Real Rude Station, bro. Thanks for joining us, man. Real Rude's the man, bro. Thank you. I always appreciate when I see people.
Yeah.
Everybody. I appreciate you all, man. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for listening. And if you're watching on the rewind, of course, if you like the video, hit the thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Ding, that bell for notification for future videos like this one. And also, go over to Sam's Tangle Web, where you see the Ever Loving Show on Friday nights.
Yeah.
Be there or be square.
Yeah.
So, like, okay, guys. So we say hi to everybody in the chats. Maria Station, always appreciate her.
Yes.
Does all the thumbnails for the Bad Batch. Aiko Station.
Hey.
So yeah. So Sam, I
Yes,
guess
sir.
you want. Do you want to go first, or you want to go first to cover the very first issue?
Guess what? I will go first.
Nice. Yeah, go first. Well, since you're going first, I'm gonna show real quick. This is the issue we're covering right now. You know what I'm saying? When I bought it, it was in near mint. Everybody sees near mint condition right there. But if I send it a roll, he probably get me a 9.8 on this one. You know what I'm saying? I'm here pointing over here, and I was supposed to be pointing over here.
Wait.
Here, amazing.
Is that a newsstand? No,
Nah,
that's not.
it's the record edition. I wish. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know if they have any newsstands at this time, but
Newsstand.
you know what I'm saying? It's all good. What matters is what's in the book. You know what I mean?
That is very
But
true.
ASM 544. It says if you only, what will you do? Oh, okay, it says if you only had one more day, what would you do? Big dramatic cover and stuff like that. Love the cover. You know what I'm saying? So here we go. Our man, you're gonna cover that issue. So here we go. All right.
Hey, one more day. Here we go.
One more day, if you only could have it.
Guess what? Writer J. Michael Straczynski. How about that? We got
that JMS guy, that troublemaker over there.
We got Joe Quesada doing the pencils.
Quesada doing the pencils. There you go.
Okay, we got a situation going on. Aunt May is in the bed. Is she dying? I mean, I guess she's dying. I guess.
No, she's still alive. She's dying.
Yeah, she's on some kind of thing. She's attached.
Yeah.
And Peter Parker is just like, I'll do anything to bring her back.
I will do anything for you.
Okay, we're gonna be singing all day. Okay.
You know me, I can't help it. I'm very jolly today. I'm very jolly. I had a lot of fun today.
I know. But so Peter Parker is he's getting upset with the doctor because the doctor is like, the resources to keep your aunt on this is going to cost you a lot of money here. And Peter Parker is like, this is my aunt. And
you
Mary Jane's
bastard! It's my aunt. You son of a. No, stop. Go ahead.
Yeah, whoa. And then Mary Jane's trying to calm him down and stuff. And
calm down, sucker.
And Peter Parker's like, we got to do something. And then the doctor's like, excuse me, where are you going? And Peter Parker's like, I'm going to pay a visit to somebody with a bottomless check. And the doctor's like, just a minute. I just want to let you know. I know how you're feeling. You have no idea how I'm feeling. Oh, I think I do.
You don't.
And an uncle that was died 2 years ago in an accident. But Spider-Man saved him. And I made a promise, if I ever had the chance to return the favor, I would. So this doctor is going to do, this doctor is going to do anything in his power to make sure that Aunt May is comfortable and, you know, at least she'll be safe, you know.
Because how did he recognized Peter Parker and stuff like
that?
Because
this was during the time when everybody knew who Peter Parker was. So this is right after Civil War.
But he showed, because Peter Parker was going under another name, trying to disguise himself.
Yeah.
He recognized him through the newspaper, and he shows him. I don't know if you want to show that, them showing the newspaper. Yeah.
Yeah. He's got. Well, I don't know if you can kind of blur right there.
We can see it. We can see it. Yeah.
But so Peter Parker is going to go try and talk to somebody. He's trying to talk to somebody who, let's just say he's had some issues with, because during this time, he was kind of on the run because of he decided to turn his back on Iron Man and help out Captain America and his side during the Civil War. And so, you know, it looks like Peter Parker is going to talk to Tony Stark, Iron Man, here. And he's breaking in.
He's breaking not even in his uniform. He was like, everybody know who I am. I have no time to put on my uniform. And he goes,
I'm just going to come in. But then suddenly,
comes out of my boom. He gets
Iron Man's like, you did not just try and break into my place. And they crash through your window.
You got some nerve, kid. You got some nerve.
And so he's like, they're zooming off, and Peter Parker is trying to web up Iron Man's jet boots back there. I don't know if you can see that. He's got an arm. He's webbing up the jet boots.
He's trying to slow him down.
Not quite working out. They fall down. Okay, let's just say they fall down in an alley here. And then Tony Stark is like, have you completely lost your mind? That little stunt would have killed us both.
You crazy.
Huh? Say again?
You crazy.
Yeah. And then Iron Man's like, I'm going to put you under arrest. You were a fool to come back. And Peter Parker's like, oh yeah, who's the bigger fool? Me or the guy who's pointing the repulsor gloves that's overheated from breaking our fall? And you are willing to bet your life on this part, Peter. Yeah? And then a big old punch, ping. Is that? No, it's
boom,
for pain. I guess that's the sound from your fist hitting heavy metal there. Yeah. So then Iron Man's like, he's gonna try and blind Peter Parker, but then Peter is just like, he's just gonna unload webbing after webbing on Iron Man there, right?
So he's trying to use his brains to see how he could adjust his webbing, and he
eventually Iron Man is just like wrapped up like a mummy from all the webs, you know. So Iron Man's like, this isn't gonna work. Somebody, you can't run, you can't hide. And then Peter Parker's like, shit. And he rips the helmet off, you know, right there. He's whipping the helmet off. And he's like, Aunt May is dying. And it's your fault. And basically Peter's like, I trusted you, and I let you get close to me. You were like a father to me. And then my identity got exposed. And you said that we'd be protected. And now Aunt May is in the hospital, dying. And Tony Stark is feeling all bad about it. And Peter's like, I don't want your pity. I don't want your apologies. I want you to do something. And Tony Stark is like, you're a fugitive from the law. I can't help you. And he's like,
jerk.
Huh? Say again?
Tony Stark was being a jerk.
Yeah. This was when I didn't like Tony Stark at this time. Yeah.
Yeah. This going so hard with the, we covered Civil War, so this happened in Civil War, so it's the government stuff and all that. Go ahead.
Okay. So anyway, Peter Parker's like, my aunt is going to die in some charity ward. Is that what you really want? And Tony's like, no, nothing I can do. I can't completely compromising my position. I'm sorry. And then so Iron Man's just like, hey, I'm going to let you walk away. Don't come back to me. Because next time, I'm taking you in. May or no may. And so Peter Parker is literally on his last. He doesn't know practically what to do. He's having a hard time. And then you got Tony. He went back and he's looking at all these pictures. He's looking at a picture of the people, Peter and Mary Jane, and he says to Jarvis something about one thing, and you don't know what that is yet because meanwhile, you got Peter like running back into the hospital, check on Aunt May and stuff, and Mary Jane is just like, there's no brain activity. The doctor, he's gonna try and stall this, but there's nothing he can do but move her to like a charity ward, and then just out of the blue, Jarvis, the Avengers butler there, Jarvis, shows up, and he's upset because he kind of developed feelings for Aunt May at that time. And,
Missing Link asked if where is it?
What?
He said, hey, Herm and Sam, did you gents enjoy the relationship between Aunt May and Jarvis?
I did. What about you, Herm?
I did too. It didn't bother me. It was pretty cool.
It didn't bother. Yeah,
it didn't bother me. Yeah. It probably bothered a lot of other people, but whatever.
But we got Jarvis coming in. Jarvis is coming in with a check. A check, from his personal account. Okay, this is from Jarvis's account. Just a deposit of slightly over $2 million. And he's like, I think this will cover everything. And then they're like, take Mr. Jarvis to accounting. This is amazing.
Yeah, man. He really cared about her.
Yeah. And then You got Spider-Man, or Peter Parker is dreaming. He's dreaming. Wake up. Wake up. He's dreaming. And then that's pretty much it for that, I think, isn't it? Or am I missing something here? I am missing something. Seems like I'm missing
which
something.
one you up to? Which one you up to?
Showed. Wait. Okay, hang on here. It showed Spider-Man dreaming, I thought. Or no. Okay, hang on here. Hang on. We got this.
You're going towards the end right here, so.
Yeah, I know. So.
Was I dreaming? What's going on?
Peter Parker is he's trying to figure something else out. So he's got Aunt May she's stabilized. She's gonna be fine where she's at for now. They got the money to cover where she's at.
But
now Peter's worried about making sure Aunt May doesn't die. So he decides he's gonna go talk to somebody about that.
Yeah, well, the doctor told him, even though he might get this treatment from Jarvis's, whatever money can't buy full health or something like that. You know what I'm saying? No. It doesn't matter. It could be the richest person in the world, and like when it's that time, and especially in her age, she took that shot in the wrong spots, and she's fading fast.
Yeah.
So but Jarvis doing what he did took him out of the charity type wing where people without money and insurance go, but they don't get taken care of like with the people with money. You know what I mean?
True.
So that's what Jarvis did to make it comfortable for her before she dies, because the doctor says doesn't matter what money you have, it's about time she's gonna pass away. You know what I mean? And Peter Parker wasn't have none of that. You know what I'm saying? He feels very guilty. He feels very responsible for her getting shot. You know what I'm saying? And we'll cover more of that. The other issues explain more about that. Yeah.
So that's the end of the first part.
There you go. Very good, Sam. That was very good. So issue. That was issue. What was issue? Was that again?
That was the first part. That was first part of Amazing.
I enjoyed this issue for what it was. Like, I'm not the biggest fan of One More Day because of what happened and the reasoning too much for it. But it's like Steph was saying, like he did a good job. JMS did a good job for what he was given.
And I like the art a lot.
Joe Quesada, man, he's the man. Even though he refuses to let Spencer change that up, because that's what Spencer really wanted to do, because that's really what irks Spider-Man fans a lot is One More Day stuff, retconning that. But we're not talking about Spencer.
You know what?
Joe Quesada's art is fabulous. You know what I mean? Just like the fabulous one, Phable, he was very fabulous writing right there. Very legend. He's a legend. So I'm gonna give myself the floor. So before I do that, how do you rate this issue? I don't know if you want to rate every issue, but like this is one of out of the four,
Okay, I will give it 4.5 out of 5 Tango Whips.
Okay.
Yeah.
Station to that. It was one of the better ones. I like a little drama going on it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a 4.0.
Okay.
Because, like I said, One More Day wasn't my favorite kind of story. I don't like a lot what happened, but I enjoyed this 4 issues. I did.
Yeah.
So just for what it was, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I know we know what they were trying to do. We're just rating the issues, and I'll give it 4.0 backlogs. I think that's a pretty good score. Still a great score. And all that. But now it's my turn, guys. And I don't know why I had to sound like that. My turn, yay! But I almost revealed the wrong one. This one is The Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, number 24, and I think this was the last one of this particular series, and then it went over
I
and
believe so.
became
Yeah.
something else. But
Yeah.
right here, this is the way the issue looks like right here. Right here, you have Aunt May. I like how they draw Aunt May just like looking like really they had to draw her like that. You know what I'm saying? And then the
Well,
front is go
I
go
like
ahead.
I like I like these covers. I like these covers a lot.
They are a
So,
very nice cover. You see Doctor
yeah.
Strange in there with the
Yeah.
with the hands of
Yeah.
whatever you call it. But
It's the
it says
hands of
there's a
death.
there you go, the hands of death. It says it right there. But it's like
Yeah.
attention, true believers. If you should read, but
What
one
comic?
comic this decade, this one
This
is.
is it.
Why has Doctor Strange dare summon the heinous hands of death?
Yes.
And then who are the nephrologists, night stalkers?
Yeah. There you go.
And while you try to figure out all of that, dear Marvelites, remember that a life hangs in the balance. So flip open this cover only if you dare. Hey, you're gonna buy this thing. This ain't no library.
There you go.
You're trying to be funny and all that. All right, all right. I see what you're
That's
doing there. I see
classic
what you're doing.
Marvel. Oh, heck yeah.
Classic Marvel, right? So yeah. So real quick. This is a cover by Joe Quesada. This is a Joe Quesada cover.
I
You know
think
what I'm
he did
saying?
all the covers for
I think
the main covers. Yeah.
yeah. The main
There are
covers he did
variant.
them all.
There's a I think there's a couple variant covers. But
Variants. We did the variants. So yeah, I don't know why I said it like that, but this is part 2 of 4. Part 2 of 4. You know what I'm
yeah, yeah.
saying? And for whatever reason, it did not rewind because I have the issues, but I was looking at a Marvel Unlimited. You know what I mean? Real quick,
Okay.
just to I use that to usually to go through instead of opening this. Even though like I like reading my books and I read it through here, I
Yeah.
kind of like using Marvel Unlimited to use for review, just to take care of my book a little bit. Why not? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But yeah. So we got here, and does it show you the first page? Who wrote this one? You know what I mean? It doesn't it was it the same team?
I think you know.
Yeah. What happened?
It's J. Michael Straczynski wrote it.
Yeah,
Come on.
JMS wrote them all, right? He wrote them
Yeah,
all.
yeah,
Did Joe Quesada draw them all, or
he drew them all. Yeah.
he drew them all? There you go. There you go. See,
Yeah.
that's why I had my man Phable. I had him earlier. That's why I had my man Sam here. You know what I'm saying? So we're
Yeah.
covering this issue right here. So that's good. Let's get going. So this is what he says. It says here the good news is that thanks to Jarvis, Aunt May is being moved out of the charity ward and into the private room. The bad news is she's still dying, and she might linger for a few days or just a few hours. Either way, the doctor said she, outside anything medical, science can do to save her. So there's outside of anything, science can't really do anything. So you have Spider-Man who refuses to accept this. Like
Yeah.
he ain't having it. He ain't having it. So he's swinging along. This time he's in his suit. He's in his suit
Yeah.
and stuff like that. And he's boom, boom, and he's swinging along to the. Where is he swinging along? You want to show it for me?
He,
the
he is swinging to the Sanctum
Sanctum,
Sanctorum.
which is all beat up. Do you remember why it's all beat up like
It
that,
is all
Sam?
beat up. It, it's all beat up because the new Avengers were having to hide out from the other there's the other Avengers who were on Iron Man, Tony Stark's side, were after the new Avengers, and so the new Avengers were hiding out in Doctor Strange's place, and they were and they had I remember they had a thing. It looked like it was supposedly looking like a Starbucks was going to go up or something. I don't know. So yeah.
All right, thank you. So
Yeah.
yeah, so it's all beat up. Spider-Man goes, doo-doo, and then like it opens and you see all these green mists everywhere and all that. So Spider-Man comes up to Doctor Strange. He's like, yo, you gotta help me out, brother. You gotta help me out, man. My aunt is dying and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The doctors, they say they can't do nothing for her, and yeah, he's like, yo, you gotta help me out, bro. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah. Yeah.
so so he says that then he starts talking about that hands of death thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And all that, and the ancient and all that. So and then Spider-Man's like, so if you're saying that her death is part of some bigger plan, forget it. You know what I mean? He doesn't want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? Because Doctor
He didn't
Strange is
want no
trying to,
part of it. Yeah.
yeah, he's trying to tell him, yo, that's just a fact of life, man. He's gonna pass away and stuff like that. And then,
People die. Yeah.
and he's like, she's not gonna die. I'm
She's
not
not
gonna
gonna die
let her.
like this. Yeah.
Yeah, like this. So
Yeah.
he starts. I don't know if that's the sound he does when he's doing his
Whoa.
like so it's sorcery and stuff like that. And and Doctor Strange's like, will it not be just as painful as whenever it happens? Why is it different? Because he's saying, why is it different if she dies now or dies when she gets a little bit older, a few years along
Yeah.
the way? And he's like, it's different because it won't be my fault. Because he's blaming himself. It's like it's my fault. She died because of the gunshot and all that. And
Yeah.
Doctor Strange is kind of being a dick a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. Like it's very valuable time. His aunt made like his mom. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
if there's a way you could find out you could have more years with her, and she could die a natural death, you take
Yes.
that. You know what I'm saying? That's why Peter Parker's like pissed. You know what I'm saying? He's like,
Yeah.
no, man, come on, man. You know what I mean? And when she took a bullet and all that, so Doctor Strange is like, oh, all right, whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, he
And
used to be a surgeon, so he
yeah,
knows.
he's like, I used to be a surgeon, but because my accident, I can't do it no more. Then he's talking about
Yeah.
what happened, how he became when he went to the mountains and all that, and the ancient one taught him everything and all that,
Yeah.
all the ways and stuff like. So he starts explaining a little bit of that to Spider-Man, and he starts doing all the things, and finally, you know, uh, he goes through and brings Spider-Man through. Could you explain this? He just
Well,
I don't know, like
I will try and explain it. I will try.
yeah,
He he is evoking a thing to put Spider-Man through time and space, and he does this: hear me, ancient spirits, and help this troubled soul. And then Spider-Man goes through these different. It's weird. He goes through these different places
it's like
and
portals. It's like weird portals,
yeah,
but square-looking portals.
he's talking to you can see he's talking to Yellow Jacket. He even talks to Doctor Doom. He's talking to the
Yeah,
Beast, Reed
Mr.
Richards.
Fantastic.
I see
Any
Black
smart
Panther's
person, right?
form.
Yeah.
Huh?
If you want to show it, it's pretty
Oh
cool.
yeah.
So,
Okay, well if I can show it, it's kind of a big. Yeah, I don't know if
there,
anybody
boom.
can see
Oh, you
that
can
too
see
well.
it. You can see it a little
But
bit. Yeah,
there's
you
even
got
more.
Mr.
He even
Fantastic.
talks to Morbius. I'm like, why are you talking to Morbius? And,
Because
and
Morbius was a scientist. You know what I'm saying? He was a scientist,
he's
wasn't
not
he?
he's not that great of a scientist. Come on.
He turned himself into
But
a bat. He's not that great.
he's not no Doctor Doom or nothing. But no, he's talking to Night Nurse. It looked like he's talking to Night Nurse. And yeah. So yeah.
I think he's going through that and like seeing all the possibilities of
Yeah.
anybody that could help him, and
Yeah.
all of them probably said they can't. You know what I mean? And as I
So he went through
continue,
there and he came back and he looks like he's worn out a bit, huh?
yeah, he was just like, he's like the answer is the same. It's the same. You know what I mean? Because he's
Yeah.
frustrated. It's like nobody's gonna help me. Why? You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? He's
Yeah.
like, "Wow, can barely stand." And he's like, "The human conscience can only be stretched so
Stretch.
thin before mind and body snaps." Dr. Strange tells him, "Were you
Yes.
able to find what you need?" And you know, he's like, nah, bro, this didn't work. I need something that works. You know what I mean? So Spider-Man's
Yeah.
not having it and all that. Then you see the hands come up. You know, it goes, and it's like
Yeah.
a more. Go ahead, Sam. You
Well,
want to say
no. It's
something?
just I don't know. It's like I was like, what is Spider-Man is just he's just trying to do whatever he can here, and he touches the hands,
Yeah, the
and then
hands
the
of death.
Bible, and then a little bit of a flash of light, and then he goes somewhere where he is having. Okay, wait. This is supposed to be your thing. You're supposed to do
Yeah,
this.
yeah,
Go.
that's what I'm saying. Oh, you want to finish it? Go ahead.
No, no. Go ahead. Come on.
So yeah, he touches the hands of death thing right there. You doing so good. That's why I kept like, oh, he's doing great. But yeah. So he touches that, and then Doctor Strange is like, no, what are you doing, Spider-Man? And then Spider-Man, ends up going back to where the shooter is, and the
Yeah.
shooter's like knocked out with the gun in
Yeah.
the side, and he's trying like so this is kind of nightmarish because he
Yeah.
shot him back where all this is happening, like before the shootout. You know what I'm
That's true.
saying? And he goes there, he looks across the street, and from a distance, it looks like you can see Mary Jane and Aunt May there, and then
Yeah.
he's trying to like touch him, punch him, nothing's working. He's there,
Yeah.
but he can't. I wish I could have something to show me that. Like, if I want to know something from history, I can just appear. Well, they can't see me, and you could, you know, and you can't touch them, but you could see exactly what happened. Can you imagine
Yeah.
you had that power?
Wow.
Would you
Yeah.
want that power? Like
Ah.
I probably wouldn't go like too serious of places because I don't think there's a lot of things it's
I
good
think
that
it.
we don't
I
know.
think.
But
Yeah. I think it personally. I think it'd be too emotional if you get. If you go too far, you might get too emotional. I don't.
yeah, yeah, it's gotta be something good, like when the first issue of the
Like a
Amazing
happy
Spider-Man, Amazing Fantasy
thing.
15
Yeah.
comes out, and you see someone opening it for the first time. That I like to go see that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But stuff like this, he's revisiting this whole situation, and he doesn't know he can't do nothing about it.
Yeah.
So he tries to punch him, and he's like, "What's going on? Why isn't this working?" So maybe he sees himself. He's like, "Maybe I can stop myself and all that." Or maybe he can sense I'm coming because Peter Parker looks behind him. It looked like his spider sense was kind of bugging him a little bit at the time, but he
Yeah.
don't know what it is. So he
Yeah.
goes and they're running, and I had to reread all those issues before because I wanted exactly what was going on because he is
Yeah.
running because everybody knows who everybody is. Everybody knows Aunt May and Mary Jane and knows that Spider-Man is Peter Parker. So
Yeah.
now he's on the run not only from everybody trying to kill them, but of course the government. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because the whole that jerk Tony Stark and the whole thing he
Yeah. Yeah.
started. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And then since he's going back in time, these like time I don't know what they call them here, but these time monsters came on to get him. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah. Yeah.
you want to show that?
Well, because he's not supposed to be there. So
Yeah, he's
yeah.
not supposed to be there. He's not. Yeah, so
Yeah. Well.
apparently, even though you don't do nothing about it, I don't know if you wanted to show that picture. That's why I was like,
Oh,
oh.
okay. Okay. I was like, whoa. I'm big. Okay. Look at this. This is
Yeah,
Peter getting attacked. Spider-Man getting attacked by these time monsters or time people. I don't know what they are.
yeah. I forgot what they're
Yeah.
called, but you know what I'm saying. So they're going after him, and he's fighting it, and then boom, he goes through it, and then he goes inside where all the man, and then he's trying to like, don't let it happen, don't let it happen. You got to stop this. And then of course Peter Parker, the not the current one, but the one in the past, is like something's wrong, and Mary Jane's like, Peter, is something wrong? And then he senses that he goes down, and it shows the whole thing, and it
Yeah.
literally goes through the the
Yeah.
current Spider-Man and hits Aunt May because he was trying to put himself in the way. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
But they can't see him. Aunt May gets the shot. She's all like confused. Those time monsters come back and all that, and this is what Doctor Strange is like. Be gone with you. Be gone.
Well, yeah,
And
because it looked like they were about to eat him.
yeah, it looked like Spider-Man was done. But
Yeah.
He was like, those were night walkers. There you go, night walkers. They live on the edge of the time and space. Their
Oh.
whole extinction being to prevent destiny from being changed. Only at the great power can define them. Great power,
Oh.
great responsibility, Peter Parker says.
Oh.
Exactly.
You could have almost used the sleepwalker in there. Oh.
Almost,
Okay.
yeah, you could have used sleep. I would love to. Sleepwalker's the
Yeah.
man. But maybe we cover that for the show one day. A little sleepwalker
Yeah.
reading, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Get me out of here, please. That's what Spider-Man says. So Doctor Strange takes him out of there, and he goes through, and then Doctor Strange says, "Well, I can't take you exactly where I'm at because we at the moment I
Yeah.
can't run into myself." You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because they'll come the whole. You can't run. You better not let yourself see that whole
Yeah.
rule.
Yeah. It
From
could
Back to the
disrupt.
Future.
It could
Yeah,
disrupt the time continuum or whatever.
time
Yeah.
continuum and everything and all that. Missing link, Sleepwalker. He loved it. But yeah, yeah. So he ends up going back a little bit more back to when he thinks he wasn't there, and then starts telling Spider-Man, "What are you doing, punk? What are you doing?" kind of thing. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? And he tells me to explain the whole thing. Then someone knocks at the door. He said, "Hold on, stay here." And it was actually Peter Parker knocking on the door
Yeah.
that time.
From the
So he
yeah
had
from the past. Yeah.
from the past. So he had to
Yeah.
tell
Yeah.
him, you know,
Kind of
cut it
weird.
out, man. You know what I mean? And then
Yeah.
it says, go back to the scene that happened was Amazing Spider-Man 42 of this series, the JMS series. So go back to that to see what happened here. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Which I want to go back and read all that. You know what I
Oh yeah.
mean? But so that's probably what I'm gonna do. But yeah, so he finally lets him go. He's like, I think we're good. He's gonna leave, and then I guess I don't know. I guess if this part confused me because if he got there before and he knocked on the door, and he opened it, and there's a scene to that where like did he answer it before or did he not answer it? This is what confused me. This whole thing was a little confusing to me. You know what I mean? Like
I
they can't
can't
be
even
there.
think about it.
Yeah, he can't be there.
I don't
So I'm
know.
like, did he never knock? Did he never answered it and he wasn't there? You know what I'm saying? What?
Knock knock. Oh, I will not answer. No.
Yeah, I mean, did he not get an answer and left? And now he gave that. Wouldn't that change something? So that was like it's a little confusing. You know what I'm saying? I was like,
It's a little
what?
wild. It's a little wild. It's a little out there. Yeah.
Yeah. So that happens, and like he lets him go, and then he's like, so how come you can fix me up and not me? Because he fixed him up a little bit, and he's like, magic cures for magic ills, but you cannot cure
Of
destiny.
the
That you know.
of the of the physical realm of
The physical realm, yeah, you
yeah.
cannot. And then Peter Parker's like, "Yo, well, the day I actually believe that, I'll be sure to let you know." But he's trying to tell him, like, chill out, man. You need not to feel guilty for what happened, Peter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why he's like, the day that happens, But Peter Parker always feels guilty about anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He could save 100 people from a burning fire, but if one
But
person dies, you know what I mean? It's his fault.
it's guilt. It's a guilt. Yeah.
It's a guilt that he can't help, and
Yeah.
it makes
Yeah.
sense because Peter Parker is like that.
Yeah.
And then he's like, "Come now, it's time for us to go and return whence we came, the very moment in which we left." So they go, boom, back to that moment. And he goes, "We all die, Peter. We all have the moment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's her turn. And stuff like that." He doesn't want to hear that. You know what I mean?
No.
We were not said. Then he starts saying, "You're gonna. It's gonna be that time for her. You should go back to Aunt May for whatever time she has left, because
Yeah.
even though she's in a coma,
Yeah.
she can still hear you. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And you want to be in present, at least as painful as it is, to be there to hear her. So
Yeah.
so she can hear you as she passes, so stuff like that." And Peter's like, he's not having it. He's like, uh, he's not really saying much. It's all Doctor Strange saying stuff and then he leaves, and then he says goodbye, Peter. You know what I mean? And then Peter
Yeah.
Parker's outside in the rain, and he's like looking around, and he's like thinking of something. He's putting his mask on, and out of nowhere, someone goes, "He was right. You know, you cannot change
Yeah.
that." What are you gonna say?
Well, I was gonna say he sees a red bird fly by.
Yeah, that's right. He sees the red
Yeah.
bird, and
Yeah.
this was like had me thinking. He sees a
Yeah.
little girl, says, "But I can." You know what I mean? So you can't change things, but you want
Yeah.
to
Who's
show
that?
that.
Yeah. Who's that little girl?
Yeah, I was like, "Who's that little girl?"
Yeah. Is that?
Let's not say. Let's not say.
Okay.
Let's
Okay.
not
We can't
spoil it.
say.
Let's not
I was
spoil
gonna
it. Let's
say
not
something.
spoil it.
Okay. You don't want to
At
spoil
the
it.
moment, I did never read this issue, so I was just like, "Who was this little?" But I had an idea in my head, and then
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
yeah. But we'll get to that when we get to it.
Because hey, can I
It's,
just also can I
go
just
ahead.
I just want
Go
to
ahead.
say
Go ahead.
one
Go
little
ahead.
thing here. One little thing here is that this remember the last issue or not? It wasn't. Now it's not the last issue, but the issue where uh at the end where Doctor Strange and Mephisto were talking and
Yeah.
uh Mephisto is talking about there's going to be something happening, but there's going to be a person who is going to stop stop this great uh, war or something's going to happen, and it showed this lady in a Spidey outfit. That's all.
Yep.
So it might have something to do with the little girl. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just saying.
And they said, "That's Mephisto. And Mephisto all along."
That's
Yeah.
true. It
Yeah.
could be
Yeah.
that.
And no. Yeah. And no.
Yes,
Like,
yes,
yeah. But there's reasons. But
yeah.
we'll cover that because that says to be continued, and we're going to the next issue.
Oh yeah,
You
yeah,
know what I
yeah.
mean? Yeah. That was the last page. That was a pretty good, what do you call that? Cliffhanger for that
Yeah,
issue
yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff like that. So, what do you feel about this issue? What would you rank this issue?
Where did I go?
What happened?
Huh? How did I
How do you
feel
feel
about
about
this?
this issue? Yeah.
I feel that this issue is awesome, and we should be very
Awesome
aware,
sauce.
very aware and thankful that uh, Spider-Man can get this. He can travel all around, and he can talk to these people about saving Aunt May. Right?
Yep. Yep. But yeah. So this issue is pretty good too. Of course, it's one of the middle issues, but there was enough in here to explain a few things and all that.
Yeah.
And then the cliffhanger kind of helped it too. So if
Yeah.
I had to give it a backlog, I'll give this one a 0.402. You know what I'm saying? Because I thought it
Okay.
was really good. These are well written books. These are even though the main plot reason for it I don't like, I still able
Yeah.
to read these and enjoy them. You know what I mean? So I give it
That's true.
4.0. What do you give it?
I give. Let's see. This one. Man, I gotta give it a 4.5 Tangle Webs again. Man, it's good. It's perfect.
You give it 4.5 again?
4.5.
Yeah, that's a great, well drawn.
Yeah.
Casada's the man. Even though I'm mad at him still for what he did in the future, but
It's
he's
true.
still the man. You know what I mean? But the next issue we're gonna cover, which I give myself the spot. This is your issue, but I want to show the issue.
Go ahead. Show it. Yes.
Boom! Sensational Spider-Man 41. Another one that I don't know if it ended here, but
Yes,
uh,
it did. Yeah.
it ended here too. So
Yep.
so this series ended both of them. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so right here, boom, it has a wonderful cover. Joe Quesada continue to impress. You know what I'm saying? Still 3.99. It's crazy. At that time it was 3.99. It's still 3.99, which it might
Hey,
change to
hey.
4.99.
3.99. Are you out of your mind?
Are you crazy? It says, "Behold the deadly foes. Who are they? What deadly secret do they share? And who is this mysterious lady in the red?" So they're talking about that. You see her there. That's the lady and all that. So, all right, Sam. So
Okay,
there
are
you
you
go.
ready?
Uh, Gladiators ready. There you go. Go ahead,
Whoa,
Sam.
whoa, whoa. Pumping this up too much, man. Okay. We got Spider-Man, like talking to this little red-haired girl, and she's got green eyes, by the way. She's got green eyes, yeah, and
Interesting.
she just happened to be outside, and because she wants to talk to him about, because you like to protect people, and he's like, well, you don't understand. It looks like there's nothing anyone can do to help me. I'm at the end of my rope. And she's like, ha, you haven't even seen the rope, but I can show it to you. I know where it is. And then she's like, come on. And so he follows her. And she's saying, the one you're trying to save, she has no time at all. And so they're walking along on the street. It's weird because there's nobody else there on the street, I guess. It's just them walking on the street. And so they're having a conversation. And she's talking about, because Peter Parker's like, well, where the heck are your parents? And she's like, oh, they're around. But they cut me a lot of slack because I'm smart for my age and I take after my dad. Is that so? And then she's like, yeah, I'd rather take after my mom. She's beautiful. And then they're having a whole conversation here. And then little girl's like, oh, well, what if I don't want to be grown up and all this? And so he's trying to follow the little girl, and she vanishes. The little girl vanishes. And then he comes upon a guy who is sitting. Is it a park? I think it's a park. He's sitting in a park reading, which is kind of weird because it was just raining a little while ago, and now it's not raining. Okay. So he says, oh, what guys like me get into games like that because there's something missing. We look around. There's a whole world out there, a chance of being a hero, of being important. And he talks about you can't just pick up a gun and become a gunslinger, a gunfighter, or go off and explore a new world. So we play these games and we read books because the world we got isn't the world we thought we were supposed to get. The world we thought has been promised by somebody. We've been promised by somebody. And then he's going, it's like a big old conversation here. And so Spider-Man, Peter Parker, it's kind of weird. He's just walking around with his mask up on his head.
Everybody knows who he is, so he don't even care anymore.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden, this guy in the back of this red car shows up, and he's like, excuse me, I think I saw the person you're looking for. You got to get in. I'll give you a lift. And this guy in his car, he's got a whole thing going on. Is he like a Tony Stark guy? I don't know what's happening. He's got gadgets. He's drinking wine. And it's just crazy. He's just, he's talking about how smart he is and about how it was for him in the glory days with the girls. And he was on the football field, the prom queen. I got the boot. And then he started inventing things. And, you gotta give him a reason, Come on. And Peter Parker's like, well, you must be happy. you got everything you ever wanted. And he's like, no, not everything. And there was a young woman I once knew from high school. She was what I really wanted, but I lost her. And then he's like, oh, this is where we get off. And he's like, well, what do you look for right down there? I'll show you. I could use the walk. And so they walk down the street. And he's talking to him some more about, just one woman who truly, honestly loved me, not for the money. And then, hey, you're going to find what you're looking for down at the end of the street. And then he vanishes. And then some woman, she's like all in red. She's all in red, like shadow red. She's in a dress. Here. This is the woman in red. I don't.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very mysterious. That could be anybody. And then Peter Parker's like, I think there's been some kind of mistake. And she's like, no mistake. I've been waiting for you. I've been waiting for you all your life. And it's kind of weird. There's some kind of, what would you say? There's some kind of smoke, like around them, some kind of weird mist
like
or something around them.
Yeah.
And she's talking to him, and it's crazy. They're talking. They're like talking in an alleyway or something, and eventually they start talking about how Peter. He shows Peter getting bit on the hand there. They're talking about that. They're talking about a slender web in the right place at the right time. And it's kind of crazy. Oh, and it shows that, like, could possibly be that something could have happened, and the web, the spider could have been squished by somebody, and then it gets into a whole philosophy here. There's a whole, you could lose yourself instead in the world, and all this stuff, and it gets crazy, right? I mean, it gets, this woman, she's like, oh, time is up.
She's showing him like, cause she's saying he got bit by the spider. What happens if he hasn't got bit by the spider?
Yeah, that's true.
The spider fell, and the teacher stepped on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So different. It's like what if right here? It's different possibilities of it. You know what I mean? It shows a fat Peter Parker looking at Mary Jane with Flash Thompson, I guess. Yeah, and he's playing video games.
He's talking about everyone told you the same thing. Your aunt is going to die, and there's nothing you can do about it. But I can. Mephisto. Mephisto. Yeah. There he is, right there. So there. And then, whoa, Mephisto. Oh, a demon.
It's Mephisto all along.
Yes. Whoever everyone else has failed, I can guarantee that save your aunt's life. Oh, why is he talking like that? And then
I don't know.
You want my soul, is that it? Your soul? Hardly. I stopped that deal with people years ago, ages ago, in fact. Just so to help someone else, they suffer. And then if they do the eternity actions, they save someone else. And, where's the fun in that, right? Come on. Look at that. Mephisto is just, I don't know, Mephisto is just flexing here. I don't know what's going on. He's flexing. he's trying to show his pecs or something. I don't know. And then he's talking about traffic, elegant, satisfying currency consoles. He's talking about pain and sweet suffering. It's beautiful music. I will go anywhere, do anything for the sound of a soul in pain. He's like, you said you would do anything to save her. Are you interested in the terms of the bargain? Anything that big, I can't answer alone. I have responsibility to someone else. And he's like, okay. But of course, I wouldn't have it any other way. She's right in there, first door on the right. And Spider-Man's like, what have you done to her? And so he's all banging. I think he's he's banging on the door. And then Mephisto's like, opens the door up. And then you hear on the other side of the door, I can't make a decision like that without talking to Peter. And then, oh, well, she's having a conversation too. So there you go. And speak of the devil. And it's weird. And then Mary Jane is like, can he do this? Oh, can he do this? And he's like, enough of these games. You don't want my soul, so what do you want? And here we go.
Your marriage. I want your
Here we go.
marriage.
Here we go.
This is why their soul. He wants their marriage.
He's like, I want your love. I want your marriage. There you go. Damn it. There. Damn it.
Yeah, they made such a big deal out of that, man. These guys.
I had to get upset about that. Sorry about that.
Yeah. It's like they. It's
so there you go. What do you want? What are your terms? Well, obviously the sensible one. I'm glad you asked. I should say, enjoy the world as it is for as long as you can, for you will only have it for one more day. There you go.
Bum, bum, bum. There goes the end of that. But
What do you think about that one? Wow. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go.
We had someone here. I thought this was written by Dan Slott. No, like Dan Slott was in the room when they were planning all this.
Yeah.
It was right before Dan Slott, but he was already in the team and all that. So he was a part of it. You know what I'm saying? Help. Yeah. He was already. He was. Yeah.
All right, Herm. Okay, Herm.
He was in the know because he's literally one more day, brand new day, comes next, and it's Dan Slott writing it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. I wouldn't lie to you.
To you. Dang it. All right.
But it wasn't Dan Slott. It was Joe Quesada mostly wanting the marriage away. Quesada. It's like Spider-Man. Like I said, they want to youth up Spider-Man again or something like that. Like that would help youth him up. You know what I'm saying? And I know Link to earlier talked about what was the issue? He just said it earlier, but it proved I don't even remember the name. Renew your vows. Renew your vows.
Yes.
But Jerry Conway started that, and then there was a reason why he left the book. They tried to venomize it, and he didn't want that. They didn't let him do his thing, which was that's another day story for another day.
I like that book.
Yeah, and that proved that you can do a family oriented. He had the kid in there and all that. Yeah. You know, which I think that was Annie, the name of that kid. Was. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it could work. You could have kept them married, figure it out. You know what I mean? You end up having Miles Morales eventually. You know what I mean? You take over for the youth and leave Spider-Man alone. Like you don't need him to Like there's some people that believe, oh, they did
Yeah.
that, they had to, you know what I mean, for you
Yeah.
to have different girlfriends. They're like, all right, whatever. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But
We got
you,
de-age him.
you,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, like that's why a lot of Spider-Man fans did not like, they did not love that whole thing. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I don't want your soul, I want your marriage. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like,
Yeah. Well, yeah. What the
okay,
heck is that, man? Come on.
eh?
What are we doing
So
here, man?
if I had to rate this one, because it was good art and all that, I rated it a 3.5, which is still a good grade. Still a good grade, but it's my least favorite issue out of all of them because of the result thing. I was like, you know what I
Okay.
mean?
Okay.
What do you
I.
rate it? What do you rate it?
I. Yeah. I
You
gotta
can
go.
rate it lower if you want.
I gotta go 2.5. I gotta go 2.5.
2.5. There you go. There you go. See? See? Like Sam doesn't like everything. You know what I mean? You know?
That whole you had me. You had me up to the point when before, and then you're like, "Oh, I want your marriage." What? What the heck is that? So okay. So, what's up? I mean, can somebody please write something to explain that? Break it down. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Herm's
There's
like,
some
what?
people that it was just. It said Casada just really enjoyed Peter's single. I don't know why it's a big deal. I don't think it was a big deal. Like it's the reason why a lot of people wanted that. You know, diehard Spider-Man fans wanted
Yeah.
Spencer to do that. You know what I mean? There's a reason why. You know they thought they
Hey
were
man,
gonna get that and they didn't.
don't
You know what I'm saying?
don't be messing with that Mary Jane. Don't be messing.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why the whole thing was confusing. But let's move on. We got one more issue to cover. You know what I'm saying? I
Yes.
think we're doing pretty good timing considering we started a
Yes.
little late today. But this one is the cover right here. I'm gonna give myself a little spot right here because I'm gonna show the cover right here. Enough said, which it's very like it's not enough said issue. Enough said issue is usually an issue that says enough said. There's no words. You just go through it and it tells a story just by the pictures. And they're wonderful, wonderful issues from
Come
the
on.
past that did that.
And
But
how dare you put enough said on that book? How dare you? Yeah, okay. Whatever. Hey.
so I was just like, oh man, I got through the first three, so I thought maybe the whole situation was gonna be because I forgot that there are words in here. But this was a very fine issue at the time I got, not like the near mint other one. But I'm sure the Rogue Trader can make this even better. Sada again drawing. It's still great drawing by Casada. You know what I'm saying? You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So still love it. Still love the issue. I'm still glad I have them. But Amazing Spider-Man 545, last part of the One More Day.
Oh boy.
So here we go. Here we go. You ready for this one? Are you ready for
Yeah.
this? Bum 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 bum
Whoa,
bum
whoa,
bum
whoa,
bum bum bum. Oh man, hold on. I don't know why.
whoa. Oh,
it always
what happened?
makes me go all the way back instead of starting from the beginning. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Oh boy. Oh boy. There's a lot of issues here. They show the wedding issue at the end of this. So
Come on.
this
Start.
this was three
Yeah,
ninety
knock
nine, but it was
on.
worth it. What happened?
Yeah. No, I'm just saying, knock on wood. Come on.
Knock on wood. Let the technology work for Herm.
Whoa, whoa.
So yeah, this is this is the big thing. It starts with a big beep beep,
Yeah.
and of course it's uh Aunt May in the room. She's there. She's slowly dying, and that's where
Barely. Yeah.
you know what I mean. And yeah, so everything happened. You know, they have Mary Jane and Peter Parker have to midnight. They got one more day. That's it. To
Yeah.
because like you said, they made a deal. If they make this deal, the marriage
Yeah.
is gone. Not just the marriage. You know what I mean?
Like a whole bunch of
But
like.
there's a whole
Yeah.
bunch of things going on,
Yeah.
memory and
Yeah.
everything. But I'll explain that a little later, which is kind of like, really? But
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep going. Peter Parker ends up waking up. by himself, but he wasn't really by himself. The side of his bed was disappeared because Mary
Yeah.
Jane. He's like MJ. Mary Jane was in the bathroom thinking, and she's like feeling very pain and all. I thought she was leaning, she was feeling pain, but she's just feeling pain in her heart and all that. And Mary Jane was like telling Peter Parker, so do you really think Because she's trying to say is this? Do you really think this? I need you to be honest with me, Peter. Be honest with me. Do you really think this us giving up what we're giving up is worth giving up us? You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
all that. And she's telling him, if you think it is, you tell me the truth. And Peter's like, no, we don't have to go through this. He's like, we don't have to. Like he was trying to get through the fact that he might have to let Aunt May go. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And so he was trying to convince himself, no, I cannot get rid of this marriage. Come on. And then Mary Jane was trying to be like, he was trying to say, do you really think it's worth it giving up? Because she's thinking she loves Aunt May too. So she's going back and forth with it, and she's asking Peter, um,
Yeah.
and then like, if we do this, are you going to blame me for what happens? Let's say Mephisto
Yeah.
does all this and something still happens because he is Peter Parker. Like,
That's true.
because they made the deal to bring her back just for the marriage. They didn't say anything about everybody else still knowing. This might
Yeah.
happen again. You know what I'm saying? And then
Yeah.
Peter, she asks Peter that he's like, I don't. I'm going to ask you something, Peter. I'm going to be very selfish, and I'm going to ask you something, and I don't want you to hate me for asking. And he's like, I could never. He's like MJ, and he's like, Maze led a good life, Peter, a long life. This is what I was just talking about. You kept her alive, keep her going, fought for her every moment of your life, especially these last weeks. He's like, and then it's like you've done as much as anyone could ever hope to. You honored her and you've loved her, but sooner or later, we all die, Peter. It's what we do, and what if this is just her time? You've always tried to so hard to do the right thing by her. What if this is the right thing to let go? You know what I'm saying? And he's like, you're not saying anything I haven't already thought. He's telling MJ. You know what I mean? And then he's talking about the natural, but if this was natural causes, uh, and he's like, I'll just read it. If this was case of natural causes, a heart attack or old age, that would be one thing. I
Yeah.
think I think, and he's like, I think again. Look, he's like, I think, and then he stops for a little bit, and he's like, I think I could even accept that, but not what happened. So, got hit by a bullet meant for me, that would never have been fired for if not for me, or not for the things that I've done. You know what I mean? It's of course he's shot, and then that's when MJ goes, well, that's just great, and he's like MJ. So if I say let her go, then I'm responsible for that and breaking you in two. He's like, I'm not. And he's like, don't do that to me, Peter. Don't put me in that position. And he's like, I'm not. I'm like, if I made that decision alone, no, I couldn't live with myself. But if we make it together, then yeah, I think I could. And he's like, think you could or no you could? And he's like, I know I could. I could decide. He's like, and how long do we have? And he's like, until midnight in 4 hours. You know what I'm saying? She's looking, and they're both very depressed, looking very upset, hugging each other and all that. And this like that touches me right there because we
Yeah.
already know what's gonna happen, because we know the history. But he's like,
Yeah.
how about that time? So I guess they sit there for the remaining hours and just hug each other. And he's like, Peter, and then Mephisto comes, and he's like, tell me exactly how this works. And then like he tells him everything is going to do like this. Boom, she'll be back. Everything's gonna be good, and you'll be okay. But then like MJ's like, no, no, What's gonna stop you from this? Like I said before, what's gonna stop this from happening again? It's gotta be another deal. And she whispers something in Mephisto's ear, and it's looked like to give up not only that, but Peter's identity. Nobody's gonna know the identity, not even her, supposedly, which kind of confuses her a little bit because throughout the issues of in the future, she kind of like gets confused and stuff like that. I thought she knew about it too, or maybe she does, but that's what I guess she whispered in her ears. You know what I mean? And Peter doesn't even know what's going on. He's like, "What? What are you doing?" And then boom, they make the deal. The mist goes everywhere, and he's like, "Ha ha 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 ha! I got it! I got you! Ha ha ha!" You know, not exactly like that, but and he's like, "The possibility is yet to come, but that's a discussion for another day." So because he's acts like, is this forever? Would we never see each other, or whatever? And he's like, that's what he says. And out of nowhere, he ends up telling Peter and MJ, "Oh, but the little girl that they saw, if you would have not chosen this route, you would this little girl would have been yours." And I'm guessing it's the little girl. I thought this was Mayday Parker, but I think this is supposed to be Annie. You know what I mean? Because Mayday Parker, it's a what if, and that's the baby that passed away. You know, supposedly in the Clone Saga, the whole thing with Norman Osborn after the Clone Saga and all that, and that whole story people hate too. So this is looking like it's Annie. You know what I mean? And and Peter's like, "What? You need to tell us about this." So this is the little swerve Mephisto gave. So that little girl must like Link said, that's Mephisto. It was, but it was a version of Annie, which that's what I feel like it is, and maybe that's why we got in the before. You know what I'm saying? Like you were talking about earlier. So yeah. So he says, "But I will never be." He tells them, and he's like, "Shall we?" And Peter Pan goes, "You son of a!" And Mary Jane's like holding him. "Peter, no." You know what I'm saying? And then just a few seconds more. "Listen to me, Peter. Listen to me. I know in my heart of hearts that you and I were always meant to be together. Whatever he throws at us, whatever he does, whatever he undoes, it doesn't matter. Because we're whatever he does, because whatever he does to pull us apart, we have to be bigger and stronger than what brought us together and keep us together, no matter what happens. And there's no power in the universe big enough for a job like that. That's the devil, not good, not anybody." And it goes bang, and the mist goes away. And she's like, "We'll find each other again, and we'll be together again. I know we will, and I will always write about these things right, right. I love you, MJ, Mary Jane Parker." And he's like, "And I love you, Peter Parker." You know, and it goes boom. They start kissing, a lot of crying. It's really touching. And then you want to show this portrait, like of all the memories that they had when they were married and stuff like that?
If I can find it. Should have been right there.
Yo, come on, Sam.
It should be right there. What's that? No.
Yeah, it's showing like everything. Like they were riding bike, you know what I'm saying? Them getting married. It shows when Peter was in the black suit and they were on top of something. It shows Aunt May and Mary Jane watching TV and all that.
Okay, why isn't it showing up?
All right, I'll keep going.
You can keep going.
I'll keep going. You show it when you find it. So she's like, "Face it, Tiger," and then you just hit the jackpot, and then, bang! Peter wakes up alone again, getting ready. He's like, "Oh man, I'm gonna be late." He sees Aunt May. She's cooking and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And her famous wheat cakes and all that. He eats it real quick. He gets on his bike and he leaves. And he's off. It looking like he's off. This looks like the Williamsburg Bridge. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe that's the Queensboro Bridge because he lives in Queens. And yeah, so he goes. There's a bus person there, a butler there. You can go upstairs, and he goes, and he's like Parker. Flash is like Parker. Hey, what's up, Flash? So they're going, and the Nick Spencer, and the Nick Spencer one, he showed this situation a lot. You know what I'm saying? And he's in a room with a lot of people, and a lot of people in this middle room is MJ. She's looking at him. So this is led me to believe like she knows what's going on. Like the only two people.
Yeah. Oh no, this must be the time of the show when Herm does a disappearing act, but he will be coming back. I know he will. There he is. He's back. There he is. Go ahead.
I'm back. That's why they call me Slim Shady. I'm back now.
Oh, really?
Your boy Comic Crazy's in the house. I saw you earlier. We just doing this covers right here. But yeah, I was ending. This is almost finished. Yeah. So she's looking at him and all that, and he's like, and Flash like, oh, you guys are fighting again or something like that. Yikes, that's an awkward look. And then out of
Yeah.
nowhere, ding, and out of nowhere, here comes Harry Osborn. You know what I mean? Here comes Harry Osborn, and was that supposed to be Liz or some girlfriend he has or something like that? And then out of nowhere, which is a lot of people hate her, uh,
Okay.
Carly Cooper. Oh, hi, I'm Carly Cooper. That's her best friend and stuff like that. Oh, hello. And while they're talking, MJ goes in the elevator, and the elevator closes, looking very sad. Uh, and they're like, "Heads up, kids!" And it's Norman Osborn. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
The
Whoa. What's
party's
up with that?
really going on, and
Yeah.
they're all like, "This is a toast," and stuff like that. And it's a brand new day. You know what I'm saying? You have that part, the
Guess what?
brand new day part.
I think I think Joe Quesada took it out of there. I was trying to find it.
Oh, you couldn't find it. How about the end? Where they toast and it says
Yeah.
a brand new day.
Oh, now you want me to show that one? Oh man, that's where
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I went away from there. Okay. All
That's all right. I'll try to show it. I'll try to show
right.
it.
Go ahead.
I got it. I got it. Right here.
You show
Brand
it.
new day, which is the next issue.
I don't. I
You know
don't
what I
know
mean?
why. Brand new day.
I haven't read that one in a long time. I wanted to reread that one so I could talk about it here, but I'm gonna have to do that another day. Maybe one day we'll cover it. Maybe not issue to issue. We'll go through the issues. But the real slave Jim Shady, please stand up. But Biggest Shacks. Oh, too sweet. Biggest Shack in the house, NWO Comics. But
Yeah.
yeah, that was the end of that issue. Yeah, and then they show the wedding issue after this issue, right here. Which yeah, they're like Joe Quesada going, hey, I got rid of the marriage. Nobody could ever do anything.
Got it right behind us. There's the background. That's the background right here. You got the whole thing.
Yeah, we got that right there. Yeah, that's a nice background. Yeah, yeah, so I'll grade
So are we
this
gonna?
one.
Okay, go ahead. Rate it.
I'm gonna rate this one. This one, the first two was really good. The last two was just the drawing was good, but it's just like what? And then the Charlie Cooper, I understand why everybody hates her. You know what I mean? This is I
Yeah.
think her first appearance. But yeah, I rate this one 2.5. You know what I mean? Because it just I just didn't like it. I didn't like the story and all that. So what are you? 2.5 backlogs for me. How about you?
Okay. You know what? 0.5. 0.5.
Station.
Not even a full point. 0.5.
Not even 4 point.
It sucks.
Point that bad? Well, does the issue
The
suck
art,
that bad?
the
My question
art
is,
is great. The art is
that's what I'm
fantastic.
saying. So it's got to be more than a 0.5. The art was still pretty good. That's why I gave it a
No,
2.5.
the
Maybe
art,
I gave it
the
too high
art.
of a grade, but
No. The whole idea behind it, the whole manipulating things. 0.5. So,
All right. So I don't know what the average is. I guess the average is equivalent of a 2.69, dude.
Oh my God. What?
Sam's trolling. You know, thought the death of Peter Parker when he became Superior Spider-Man by Dan Slott pissed me off, but all over Scarlet Spider was a good series in my opinion. I at the time wasn't reading comics at the time. Like I was on and off. I had just got off of comics, because of my history and all that. But
Yeah.
reading part of that Superior Spider-Man, that was a really good series to read. Ended up being really good. I understand. Yeah, we can like weird
Look at him.
background
He's like,
sound, but
oh, sorry.
what happened? No,
No, I was
it's
just saying
okay.
we should go. We should go over that sometime.
Yeah.
All right.
What?
Is there a weird background sound?
Yeah. That happens sometimes. You know what I mean?
Uh,
It's like saying, "Get off! Tomorrow's show's on. Get off." By the way, tomorrow's show is probably gonna start in a couple of minutes. You know what I'm saying? If you wanna go over there, check it out, or finish here, cause
uh,
we almost done here. But
yeah.
like we said, Joe Quesada, I understand, but reading all this and reading like at least towards the end, uh, Humberto Ramos in the last issue of the Nick Spencer run, they showed MJ and Peter Parker kissing. Like, even though the marriage was taken away, their love still puts them together, and that's probably part of the message here. JMS, I think, threw that in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Maybe Quesada didn't want to put that in there, but JMS, I'm sure he wasn't happy about
I think
everything. You know what I mean?
JMS wanted the marriage to keep going, and it was Joe Quesada didn't want it. So,
Tomorrow push back to 8, bro. I guess 8 your time, Manny. So take your time. All right, thanks, Manny. I guess that's 9 p.m. Eastern time, 8 his time. So that's good to know. Thanks, Manny. So we got a little time for show and tell
yeah, little time,
for
little
Sans
time.
show and tell, but
Yeah.
just to put a bow on this, um, I enjoy reading again the one more day stuff, but it didn't end well for me. You know what I mean? I just,
No.
but a lot of people, just because the marriage was taken away, I would keep reading Spider-Man because I love Spider-Man. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You just don't
Yeah.
love the outcome of that particular thing. You know what I'm saying? Hi, mom.
Hey.
So what are you gonna do? So hopefully we cover more Spider-Man stuff in the future. We will. We will. We love
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
Oh no. Yeah. Yeah. That's. Yeah.
But even though I don't have anything, it's time for that my favorite segment. You love it. You want it. Always my favorite time. It's that show and tell. Show and tell. That beautiful sight. That beautiful sight. And then I don't have anything because I wasn't, I went to the city and
You
stuff.
got nothing.
Had a ball. So I got nothing. But you
So,
can be my hero, baby.
well, I don't know about baby, but I'll be your hero. So.
baby. But I'll give you
Okay.
the floor.
Cool. All right. All right. You know what? It's been quite the week. Let's start out with these books that I picked up today. All right. Got some Miles Morales. I don't know if Herm picked this up or not. So, but
Yes,
very good.
yes.
Oh, you picked this up. Okay.
That one, I think, yeah, it should be in my pool.
Yeah. We got some Iron Man 13. There you go. Iron Man. We're doing
If I
pretty
don't
good so
talk, that's
far.
because I mute myself. All right, so
Oh, okay.
I'll pop in here, him in here and there.
We got some X-Men number 4. I guess they're going against Nightmare. That's what I'm hearing. So I will have to read it and find out. This is cool. It looks like a cool Halloween type of issue there. Then we got, this dark hole is going on right now. So we got to find out about that too. And then we got Darkhold Iron Man going on there. And we got Avengers 49. Trying to wrap this whole World War She-Hulk thing up. I guess.
Are you liking that World War She-Hulk stuff, Sam?
I am dragging through it, but I'm holding on for She-Hulk to get better, and hopefully Avengers as a whole will get better. So, yeah. And then, speaking of Spider-Man, we got the little Beyond Chapter 2. So there you go.
I definitely want to read that. That's the first thing I'm going to read. That one right there.
Yeah. I read it already.
Did you like it? Did you like it? All right. So when we cover it, hell yeah. All right.
It's very good. Very good. Here we go. Mortal Hulk, number 50. And you know what? I like this so much. And you're not going to believe this. But I got this one. And this one. So there you go.
Wow, Sam, you really went. Those are 9.99 books. You really went in.
I went in on that one.
Those are fantastic covers. But you love the Hulk, so it's all right.
I do. So are you ready? I got some packages. I got packages in the mail here. Yeah, this is exclusive for the Team Up show right here. This is exclusive.
Nice.
And then probably talk about them and show them off again on my show on Friday too. But look at this. Check this out, Herm. Look at that.
Wow, newspaper comic. Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Huh? That's what I'm talking about, buddy. Yeah. And then
look at that. Nice. Hell yeah.
And because Stan Lee, we all like Stan Lee. I think we all appreciate Stan Lee in many ways, right? So I decided to get dun, 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 dun. Look at that.
Oh, nice. I like that. I love it, actually.
You like that?
Nice.
Look at Stan. Yeah, he likes it. Come on. So that's my show and tell. Boom. So, was that good?
Okay. That was fantastic. That was a great show. I love those Hulk books. They were very phenomenal, like Dylan would say.
Yeah, I went
you know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
Yeah. So we had a question up over here.
Question for you, me, him.
Joe Higashi, legit leg kicker. Well, I added the kicker.
Wow.
Okay. I'm gonna mute you for a second, so I can read this. See if that helps. All right. He says, you should cover Spider-Man the Animated Series cartoon from 1993 to 1997. Was rewatching it. It was an epic comic sound and great in my opinion. Peter Parker was a stud too. I think that series was the best rendition of the comic book of all the Spider-Man shows. A lot of people, that's the cartoon you grew up with. No, the actual cartoon I grew up with was Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. I used to watch the replay of that a lot. I love the whole music. Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. That was actually my cartoon. When this animated series Spider-Man cartoon came out, it blew me away. And it hasn't been a Spider-Man cartoon, at least series, as good as that one since the Spider-Verse movie came out. There were other good ones, I like the Spectacular Spider-Man. I enjoy that one. But the animated series, great voice actors. Rusky Lee Brown with the Kingpin was my favorite, one of my favorites in there. I like when I read Spider-Man comics. I still hear a lot of those voices. Even the Green Goblin, that whole thing comes from that show. So that was like my favorite. I would love to cover that. How about you, Sam? Would you love to cover that? I'm gonna unmute you right now.
In the future, I will say in the future, that sounds like a good idea. Yes.
Yes, Link said he slept on that show. That's a great show, Link. You have to watch. It's fantastic. That I love it. I love it. My favorite. And I love Spider-Man. I love all the other ones. The only one that rivals it for me personally is X-Men and Batman the Animated Series was probably the best comic book rendition of anything, man. That animated series was phenomenal. um, and I was just trying to see. Let's set any questions up in here. But yeah, they talk about the film and everything, and in there, Joe, thanks for that question. Yeah, we might cover that. I would try to watch Spectacular Spider-Man. Yeah, that Spectacular was really good. I enjoyed Spectacular as well. Yeah, it was really. I seen it, grew up with it. Understand. So yeah, I love those cartoons. Man, I love Spider-Man, so I could watch. Even though the ones they got now with just Spider-Man, look, it was really silly. But the kids love it. And then you watch any of the
Hey,
newer stuff?
I I also would like to put in a a how should I say uh, a request, I should say, that someday down the road we should review Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends.
Spider-Man is Amazing Friends. I would do that. I would do
Yeah,
that. If you want to do that first, we could do that one first. You know what I mean?
yeah.
It didn't age well, but I would definitely cover that with you, Sam. I would definitely cover that. Missing Link said no. I was saying that MTV one was a little slept on. Yeah, it was really good though. Firestar, yeah.
Hey,
First
that
appearance.
that was her first appearance. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
First appearance.
yeah. They had a figure in Forbidden Planet. I almost got it and I did it. And I'm probably gonna regret not getting it, but I love her because when I was a little kid, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna have to
Yeah.
see if I find that figure. But 5 star, love her. So yeah, man, I think that's the show. I think we finally got through. We did the show. I'm gonna mute you again for a minute here, Sam, so I can plug the stuff because that background stuff is really driving me crazy. And yeah, guys, go over. He said he's starting at 9 p.m. Eastern. 9 p.m. Eastern tomorrow show. We'll continue. Um, I can't find the thumbnail now. It's all over the place. My thing got all mixed up here. My technology is failing me. You know what I'm saying? But here we go. Tomorrow's show. I don't have his thumbnail, but check that out. He usually has awesome guests there and all like stuff like that with Black Wednesday. And with that, tomorrow there might be a special show with a certain fabulous one. You know what I'm saying? We got to talk about the works and what time we're gonna do it or some to show what we got in the city when we met. It won't be the video we got. That comes another time. But we could show what we got. I would love to show. I also want to show. I was gonna show. You know what? I was gonna show what I got from Eric the Stash. I think I told him I was gonna show him that. Eric, we're gonna do that in the next. If you're watching this in the next show, because I really want to see what you got. You got me a birthday present, an A-OK. I don't. I'm very touched. I was gonna do a special show, but I'm gonna do that on the special show with uh me and Phable. Hopefully, we get to do that show. So that's gonna be. So I might move my whole video, or maybe that's part of the whole video. Maybe we change it up and be a special episode of the whole video that I usually do on Thursdays. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm gonna unmute Sam real quick, cause Sam, what are we gonna cover next week? Do you remember?
Yeah, we're gonna cover Yeah, that. We're gonna cover Spider-Man 3. There you go. I knew it.
That Sam Raimi guy. That's not Sam Raimi. That is a Sam. Is that your cousin? Is that his cousin?
Oh yeah. Hi. Hey, Sam Raimi.
Yeah, so we're covering Sam Raimi, Spider-Man 3. A lot of people hated this movie and everything until Amazing Spider-Man 2 movie came out. Then that probably took over. But there was things that we did like about the movie. It was all over the place, but it was not the most terrible movie. At least a lot of people be like, yeah, it was. I understand. But me and Sam, we're gonna watch it again and we're gonna cover it next week. I can't wait. It's one of my favorite things to do. I love covering the Spider-Man movies with Sam. Sam, can't wait for next week. Um, Before I go, do you have anything going on this week? I'm gonna mute myself.
I got my Friday night the Ever Loving Show. Everybody, come by, stop by if you're not working, if you're not busy, if you're not taking a nap. Come on by, say hi, maybe be part of the show. You never know. There you go.
Had to mute because of the background sound. I have to mute each one of us when we talk right now. But I can't wait, Sam. Hopefully I'm not tired. I could join you. Maybe do a little cameo on Friday. I'll probably be at my mom's again. Um, but I always love joining you on that show, and I can't wait to cover Spider-Man 3 with you next week. And then I'm gonna talk again. This weekend is gonna be a big weekend for me. The the Comic Collector Origin Show is back, and I'm gonna be on there with my man, the mayor. You know what I'm saying, Justin. You know what I'm saying? From No Good Comics. I'm gonna be the man there. I'm pretty hyped up about that one. That's gonna be so much fun. And of course, after that, that's gonna be the appetizer. Cause I probably had to take a nap after that show. Because after that show, I'm gonna be on Spine Ticks, baby. Come hang out with the Bad Batch. TM Nerdy, Missing Link, myself, the fabulous one. We're all gonna be on Spine Ticks. Represent 11 p.m. Eastern, October 16. Spine Tick, all nighter. Herm, I don't know the other guys, but Herm is going all the way on that show. I'm gonna go all the way, all nighter with my man Sith Lord, which was in here earlier. Can't freaking wait. That's gonna be a lot of fun. I hope Sam's able to at least like you got a 3 year advance of us. I guess you could catch a little bit of that, right, Sam?
Maybe just a little bit. A little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. So yeah, guys, thanks for joining us. Fantastic show. See you next week. Much love and station. And of course, peace out. Boom, 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 boom.